As a man, y'all should be proud. Like, let's say if it was Rihanna that came and got my man, I'll be like, yes, Rihanna likes him. I knew I chose great. Like, that's how I would feel.
Right.
So, like, with men, it's just like, you know, like, that means that your girl is bad.
That male ego
this
crazy.
Big artist wants to grind on your girl. Feel good.
That's a different type of embarrassment for a man. I thought for his niggas to be like, yo, ain't that your shorty up there with Usher?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and she had a good fucking time. Where your bitch at? Men sometimes, like, y'all don't know how to stand your ground on some shit that you know that you didn't have a problem with and clap back appropriately. And that is the true talent of a man that is secure within himself and secure within his relationship.
Drake is not trying to fuck her.
Don't have, like, there's nothing that anybody can say from the outside world that's gonna sway you. Like, we are united front. Like, my wife went out and had fun one night. So what? That's a memory that she's gonna have forever.
What the fuck?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. I got news for you. The next black girl that Drake goes out with will be the first. You guys, I don't give a shit what he says in his videos. Have you seen the girls that this dude gets with? Like, he's the lightest skin. Like, it's the crazy. That is the best marketing. Dude, Drake has the best marketing I've ever seen. He goes, I love the BBL, the big black ladies, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, no, he's fucking has a baby with a white French woman who's a porn star. Like, what the fuck? It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. Anyway, can we show the other thing? This is the reason why. This is honestly, it was the one that churned my fucking shit more than anything else. Was this one right here? Can we pull this up?
Yep, ready to go? Here you go.
Just how we roll.
Oh, that didn't. There we go.
How we roll. You know what it is. Like that.
You want to read that?
That's just how we roll.
All right, ready? Can we pause it real quick?
Yep.
A man decided to cancel his engagement after a photo of his fiancée with Chris Brown goes viral. Now, for those of you who don't know, these have been all over the place. The women are paying, I believe, $1,200 to have Chris Brown pick them up and put his hands on their ass or make like prom photos or something like that. Now, the issue is this. Going back to the first thing, if Drake was trying to holler at my girl, Drake has literally tried to holler at my girl, or at least someone with his account, Champagne Poppy, has tried to holler at multiple women that I know, and I don't care. It's their job. Again, it is not men's job to not hit on hot girls. It is your girl's job to protect her mouth, her boobs, her vagina, and her butthole. That is her job to protect that.
The sanctity of the butthole.
The sanctity
You're putting up with that?
No, of course not. That's my point.
Okay.
That's my point. My point is, in this situation, where does it go wrong? It's not that Chris Brown grabs her ass. That's terrible. That's fucking technical too, flagrant too, kicked out of the game. It's the fact that she paid $1,200 to have a man grab her ass while she's in a relationship and then posted it. That is the part that is beyond any. Like, I would way rather just catch my girl fucking someone else than that shit and post it on that. That is crazy to me. And what's crazy, even crazier to me, is how women are like, why? Well, I don't understand. Why'd he break up with her? Why'd he break up with her? Now, ladies, I'm curious. What do you think about this whole situation?
He probably paid with his money too.
Like, dude, I bet you he'll make $1 million. I'm not kidding. Like, he only has to do 1,000 of these and he'll make $1 million. If he does a show, he does 10 of these at every show and he does 100 shows, he can make $1 million taking these photos. I don't blame Chris Brown for doing this. What I do is there is no fucking way if my girlfriend, even if my girlfriend was like sitting on some dude's lap at fucking Thunder from down our baby, I totally understand you were just having a good time. We're done though. That's not going to work anymore.
Would there be any guy on the planet you'd be okay with that with?
Yeah, I mean,
like Donald Trump. Would you be okay with that with?
I mean, who would you? I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I would be fine with Donald. Like, it was Henry Cavill, I'd be like, all right, I kind of get it. You know, it's whatever. You know, it's like Chris Hemsworth gave her a hug. I'm like, all right, I would like a hug.
Have you seen those pictures of like Jason Momoa and he's like at a Comic Con and he takes these pictures and there's the girl and then the girl's boyfriend is there and he's like pushing the girl's boyfriend away while she's like hugging him and stuff like that. That caused more fucking breakups when that shit was going down than any other thing.
Now, ladies, who here thinks that it is irrational for him to break up with her because of that photo?
I'm 50-50.
Go ahead, Lindsay. Go ahead.
Who gives a flying fuck? She's a fan. Like, let her have her souvenir and be done
Then
with
why not
it.
take a picture where they're just like arm in arm on the side to side?
It's so much cooler.
It's funny.
Because he grabs her ass.
It's so much cooler because clearly she's a fan. Clearly she's fangirling it up, and it's like her ultimate fantasy.
That ass is her boyfriend's ass, and
What's
Chris
that?
Brown's touching it, so I'm cool.
Yeah,
No.
I don't believe in ownership. I'm like, if you were my boyfriend and we were building something together, and like you wanted to go fucking nail some other girl, I'd be like, nail her and come back to me.
Oh, so you're all about open relationships.
Yeah, I'm a different breed.
We all have hall passes, don't we?
Huh?
We all have hall passes, don't we?
I mean,
for who?
I just feel like people should like we're all born for one reason, and that's to fucking die. So like while we're waiting into we're talking about this situation.
I don't know. I would put PS5 in there somewhere.
Of an experience.
Wait, so are we talking about our own experiences or that?
Okay, real quick. Let's just make this really simple. You think it's irrational that he broke up with her. Do you think it is irrational that he broke up with her?
Well, you said that she paid Chris Brown.
Yeah, she paid Chris Brown $1,200.
He didn't know that.
Yeah.
He didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's rational.
That's rational. What do you think, Jessica?
I think if he knew, it'd be irrational, but I also think that it's just a fun time that you have one in a chance, and it's not like they fucked.
Yeah, but I got a question for you. If he had time, do you think she would have fucked?
That girl, no.
One more time. She paid him $1,200 to have him grab her ass, and you don't think she would have let Chris Brown fuck?
No, I don't think Chris Brown would fuck her. I don't think Chris Brown would fuck her.
No, forget it. For Chris Brown would fuck her. I think Chris Brown fucks men. I'm not kidding. Talking about that. I don't care about that. It doesn't matter. By the way, the other part that I love about this, have you guys seen the photos of Rihanna after he beat the living shit out of her? You are paying a man $1,200 who beat the fucking fuck out of Rihanna. You're paying her $1,200.
And right after that incident, everything on Twitter was, he can beat me anytime.
Yeah, he can beat me anytime he wants. Okay,
and that's where I have the problem. But that's a whole different situation. Like me having a problem with him beating somebody is completely...
No. But my point is forget about what Chris Brown is not a factor. He's not a variable here. The reality of the situation is if you pay $1,200 to a man to have that man grab your ass, you are open to having sexual intercourse with him.
For sure. No, because it's just a picture.
This is crazy. Of course. What the fuck? Of course you are.
Hey, y'all.
That is nuts. Okay, what do you think?
Have you ever paid a man anything for $1,200 for anything?
No, because
exactly. So if you did, you might have. That's what I'm saying.
I think Chris should hold out at least for $5 grand.
That's a waste of my money. Why would I do that?
Well, that's the point. Exactly. Because you don't want to fuck him. But if you did want to, you're making my point. Exactly. Go ahead. What do you think?
I think if the roles were reversed, I wouldn't like my man taking a picture with a female grabbing his dick, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but if he paid her, that'd be even crazy.
No, that's wild.
I feel like this is a really tough question.
That's even worse.
I'm like trying to picture myself with Aquaman. If I paid Aquaman $1,200, like would I fuck him? Hell yeah. But like I also
let me say this. If you were dating a girl and she got up on like Jason Momoa's shoulders, maybe that's kind of across the line. Picks her up like in her arms, that's pretty close. It's the grabbing of the ass or the tits, like that is, again, one more time. It is your face, it's your mouth, it's your boobs, it's your vagina, and the sanctity of your butthole. That is what you as women need to protect if you want to be in a monogamous relationship with a heterosexual man. I'm sorry that we have gotten to the point where I'm the one who has to fucking explain this. That's it. I'm a whore. Men can hit on you all they want. I don't have a problem. In fact, one of my favorite things is, my girlfriend, she'll let me see the dudes on IG, and I'm like, okay, that's not really my homie. I know this now. Thank you. Like women, remember that clip we had last week? He goes, what's the best way to network? You need to be friends with more hoes. It's true. When you are friends with hoes, you find out every single dude who's talking shit about you. You get invited to every party.
That is very true.
You need to be friends with his fellas. If you're out there, you need as many hoe friends as you can. Don't date them, but you need like 20, 30 hoe friends. You'll get into every party. You'll get invited to everything. They'll introduce you to hot girls. Do you know who hoes friends are? Female hoes that I know, they're friends with like lawyers and doctors and fucking billionaires. Hoes are great. They're awesome. They're great to be friends with. You were going to say something, Jessica?
Hoes need love too.
I agree that they need love too, and we'll find you love. It just won't be my black ass. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think about this? Do you think it's irrational that he broke up with her?
Breaking up, I feel like it is irrational just because those fan pics are so oversaturated. Like, that's not the first one that's gone viral.
Yeah, and I think every one of those guys should break up with every one of those girls.
Of respect and keep it cute, keep it classy, keep it cute.
That wasn't classy. He grabbed her ass.
Yeah, exactly. So I can understand.
I just can't get past the price point of $1,200.
Thank you. That's my point.
You should be paying her.
That's my point. By the way, if it's a situation where like a really like flash in the pan where he comes up and he goes, "Oh my God, I'm so great to meet you, Chris Brown," and he grabs her and picks her ass, and someone takes a photo and she's like, "Hey, listen, I didn't mean to do that." That's different. That's different than paying $1,200 to have him. And the idea, like the madness, the idea, the craziness. And by the way, I got news for you. Of all these $1,200 the money that's going paid to Chris Brown, where do you think that money's coming from? Whose bank account do you think that money's coming from? How many ladies, like the next lady I see buying a $5,000 bottle or $5,000 table at a nightclub will be the first. I've never seen that shit. They're literally using their boyfriend's fucking credit card to do this. Go ahead.
Imagine paying for your girl to cut yourself basically. Like you're letting your girl cut yourself by using your money. That's crazy, bro. That's insane.
I promise you, over half the time, that's what happened. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Okay. If you're in a monogamous relationship with someone and then you do some shit like that behind their back, that's fucked up, okay? And you're like going across all your trust that you have built with that person. But if you tell them about it, no, it ain't wrong. Like,
of course, but you live you live on Polyamory Island. We're not on Polyamory Island. We're on heterosexual.
But I used to be monogamous.
I live in Monogamy Lane and Heterosexuality Boulevard. So that's where I'm at.
Too. If that was something that was not discussed and it was not okay ahead of time, and then we did it, hell no.
We're forgetting.
That is wrong. That's cheating too.
We're forgetting her man's actual feelings because we don't care, right? Ultimately,
no, you should.
If you have a man that you chose to be your leader,
you have to care.
No, you didn't care earlier. The point is that like that man is taking care of you for the most part.
No,
he's your man.
You misunderstood because the situation is different. So if it comes to being in a monogamous relationship, you're talking to me about being open like I am. But if you're in a monogamous relationship and you have already established those boundaries and you've created those boundaries together and then you do something like that behind your partner's back, that's wrong. Absolutely. Wrong. That should never have been a thought.
Rules of engagement.
Right. Period. And you not validated, you crossed the sanctuary you built with your partner.
Broke a rule.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, that's fucked up.
Terms of service.
But if that wasn't...
it's wrong either way, though.
Terms of service.
If you discuss with your partner, in my
it's wrong either way, though.
If you guys,
honestly.
if I'm with whoever, and I'm like, hey, babe, like, I really want to get a picture with Chris Brown. Mm-hmm. This is a new trend that's going on. Is that okay with you? And you're like, yeah, babe, go for it.
Just don't let him grab your vagina. That's all I'm asking.
Of course.
And if that's the rule that your monogamous partner set for you, then you respect that boundary.
Then what you do is you go up there and you have a picture of you fist bumping Chris Brown. And then we're good.
Or fisting. No.
Or fisting.
What if you jumped on his back though, piggyback ride?
I would have a problem, but not a huge problem.
Well, you know what? I actually had this conversation earlier with one of my homeboys. I was like, who's actually wanting to fuck Drake and Chris Brown nowadays? They're so fucking ran through. Like, you want to talk about hoes being ran through? Chris Brown and Drake are probably the most ran through niggas ever.
Wouldn't touch them with a stick, girl.
Man. They're cute. They're nice to look at. They got good music, whatever. But realistically, like, you opening your body to them.
Clearly, women don't care because they're paying $1,200 for that stuff.
See, I've heard that argument before, but like, let's be honest here. If you're out with your friends, you get invited to like a Drake party, are you gonna say no?
Yes.
I've been to a Drake party. Yeah, I have been.
I believe every single word out of your mouth.
Drake party?
See, because what I see when I'm at Drake's parties, I see girls are in droves, and they're all waiting for an invite to the after party, after party, and it's like, they're saying, oh, I never fucked Drake. Well, you might not fuck Drake, but his entourage is all there.
Wait, do you know
what?
Do you know what women say?
Happens on a Drake party?
What?
It's awful.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's lit.
You mean they give girls Birkin bags at a fucking like
that shit's lit
machine?
No.
She's thinking you're thinking P Diddy.
Yeah, I think
of a P Diddy.
No, also
they all look the same to you. We get it.
Rude. But either way, it's like I know I wouldn't want to go to a Drake party, and I wouldn't want to go to them.
No, absolutely.
Because why would I?
Do you know what most women say right before they fuck Drake? They say, "I would never fuck Drake." That's what they say right before.
100%. Have you ever been to a Drake party before or no?
No. Why would I want to be there?
Hold on. That's why you're saying that. If you've been there, you'd be like, "Oh, this is actually lit. It's fun. It's a cool vibe." There's no pressure. There's no like, "Oh, you need to fuck somebody." It's like, it's drinks, open bar, good vibes, and if you want to go after the party, you can, but you don't have to. It's cool vibes.
I'm sorry, but like for me, it's like I know that I'm not like the hottest shit. So I'm not going to be invited because of myself. I'm going to be invited because my friend's going or something like that.
What's wrong with that?
Because I'm new to town and I'm not that well known. So why would I go to
which town?
First of all.
Which town? Vegas or LA?
Both.
Well, I'll get you invited wherever the fuck you want. Don't worry about that. That is not an issue.
You're already in.
So my thing is like if I was going to go to a party, I want the person who I'm going to the house to somewhat know me to a certain extent because
But who are you?
Jessica Aaron.
Yeah, but you're still a girl. It's like there's many girls there.
I know, but the thing is like I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm not going. First of all, I am that person that I'm shy, even though it does not sound like it and it does not feel like it.
Hey, y'all!
Hot Tui. That's you, man.
But
Access Hollywood in your show.
I am. The only reason why I know a lot of the people that I do know is because they've approached me and they became friends with me. I'm usually by myself.
So are you saying you don't give a fuck about a celebrity and you just want like personal parties?
No, it's that I don't feel like it's my place to be at a party that I don't know anybody and I don't know who the person who is putting. It's like a respect thing.
Well, I would say this. There's going to be people there that you don't know that have connections that can help you greatly in life. So just being there by default will help you in life, regardless.
I mean, it's a networking thing, but also, like, I'm like...
But my question is, who are you? Like, why does it matter, like, if people know who you are? Like, you're not anybody special. None of us are. We're just people living life, going through experiences, and that's it.
I guess it's part of, like, that...
Trying to survive.
It's not like we're Dr. Disrespect or anything.
Oh, God. That shit was crazy, bro.
What's that? Imposter syndrome. I have major imposter syndrome.
There it is. You know what's funny is people who have imposter syndrome, you only get that if you actually have some talent. People who don't have talent and people who don't have any ideas, people don't get imposter syndrome. I was just reading about this recently.
Wow.
Like the people who feel like, because I used to have to go through this, right? When I was first writing the book, I had to sort of get over myself and say, are people actually going to want to read what I have to say, right? That was the biggest. People keep saying, what was the biggest hurdle for you to get started as an author? Because now I'm 5 books in, right? But in the very beginning, I had to really kind of like get conceited. I mean, and that's the only word I can really find, because you have to believe that somebody out there wants to listen to what the fuck you're going to say in the first place. And as it turned out, people do. But the thing is, once you get over that, that's the imposter syndrome. But the only people who get that are people who actually have talent, because they're like, people who don't, people who are just out there to scam you, they don't get imposter because they're just out there to go and do whatever they're going to fucking do.
In real life.
And first of all, thanks for gassing me up.
They really don't.
And second of all, I feel the exact same way. So, like, that's just how it is.
Get some help.
Get some help. Michael Jordan.
Get over yourself. Get some help. It ain't that serious, man.
Let's keep